here we've got the fat.
Yeah, this is the vegetable fat that's used within ice cream, or one of them that's used within ice cream.
So what type of oil is this?
This is hardened palm kernel oil.
So Tom, why would you use vegetable fat over a dairy fat in ice cream?
The vegetable fat gives sometimes can give a cost advantage, and therefore can be used in some of the economy style ice creams that you may see in the multiples.
Right.
So the customer helpline seem to think you do need cream in order to make ice cream. To find out how much you need, and to have a little taste, of course, I'm in Somerset at an award-winning ice cream maker.
Excuse me, you David?
Yes.
Hello, David.
Matt, I presume.
It is Matt. They said that you'd be in your office. Is this your office?
Oh, very often is, yes. Come on then, Matt. Come on in here. This is supposed to keep the flies out.
Right, mate. It's hot.
David Baker here is an ice cream purist, perfecting his recipes over the last 24 years.
This is what we do for rum and raisin.
Jeez.
It's Californian raisins.
Ooh, smell
with
that.
Malaga and white Jamaican rum, and we soak them for a week.
It smells foul here. Oh, lovely. You're really excited about your
Yeah, I love it.
Have you always been excited? Have you always been into ice cream? Is this like a childhood thing?
No,
that's
I suddenly
grown out of
discovered
control?
it.
Do you eat a lot of ice cream?
Yes.
And so would I with all these flavours. But I'm here to see what David actually puts in his ice cream.
This is where we make it. There is, over here is where the raw milk comes in from the cows.
OK.
We actually go and pick it up from the cows.
Right.
Would you like to push that switch there?
This one here?
Yeah.
No, I'm not scared. I'm not scared of milk.
Now,
I'm a grown-up. It's a beautiful colour, isn't it?
it's a superb colour. Now,
Can I try it?
You try it.
And this is
Quite
raw milk, right?
yeah.
Look at the thickness of it.
Yes.
The viscosity.
Oh, we're getting technical now.
It's like eating single cream.
Yes.
So it's nice. So you're still adding cream to this ice cream, even though this is
All this
incredibly
here,
creamy.
all those buckets are double cream,
Wow.
and they will be all poured into here.
Really?
Yes.
Good Lord. OK.
So if David uses lashings of cream, 14% exactly, how can other ice creams seemingly use no cream?
So how can that be ice cream?
Well, there's two types of ice cream in the country.
Right.
You have the dairy ice cream, which has to have the cream and milk,
OK.
and you have the regular ice cream.
Right. Difference
And
being?
the regular ice cream can have its fat come from anywhere.
So it doesn't have to have milk or cream in it?
No.
And you can still call it ice cream?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. It's just got to have a certain percentage of fat.
And that can be any old fat?
Yes. And
Wow.
it comes from the war days.
Right.
When they got very, very short of food and such like, and they wanted to still be making ice cream.
Right.
And they could get hold of the fats, but they couldn't get the milk.
Right.
So they started making ice cream in that way.
So how would you make an ice cream without any fresh cream or milk?
Well, it's not done around here. You'll have to go elsewhere, not here.
Right. OK. Thank you very much.
Lovely seeing you.
See you.
Ooh, sorry about that, David. I didn't mean to cause offence. So with my marching orders, I'm off to a place that knows its vegetable fat from its dairy fat, a company that supplies ingredients to the ice cream industry in Leeds.
Tom. Hello, Tom.
Hi, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you.
I need to see some ingredients.
Fantastic.
Various ice cream ingredients. That's what you do here, isn't
Certainly
it?
is.
Okay,
Let me show you.
Beautiful.
And here we are.
Big warehouse.
It's a big warehouse, yeah.
This warehouse is like a toy store for ice cream makers, with everything you could possibly wish for to make ice cream, including the ingredients you need to make a no-cream ice cream.
So here we've got the fat.
Yeah, this is the vegetable fat that's used within ice cream, or one of them that's used within ice cream.
So what type of oil is this?
This is hardened palm kernel oil.
So Tom, why would you use vegetable fat over a dairy fat in ice cream?
The vegetable fat gives sometimes can give a cost advantage, and therefore can be used in some of the economy style ice creams that you may see in the multiples.
Right.
But giving the consumer that degree of choice.
So the customer helplines were wrong. You don't have to use cream to make ice cream. Non-dairy fats are easier to store and usually cheaper to produce, as you don't need Daisy the cow. To try and actually see how this vegetable fat ice cream is made, I'm attempting to get access to some of the big players in the market who I know use this process.
Wondering if it's possible to come along and see how you make the vegetable fat ice cream.
But I'm getting nowhere fast.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
They're either coming back with no's or they're being a bit elusive and not returning my call. So I'm not really sure where to go. There's something they don't want me to see.
So the big boys won't let me into their factories, but there is a man in Reading who just might be able to help. I've come to the university's food science faculty where I want to see how you can possibly make ice cream from vegetable fat.
Wow. Hello, mate. You Alistair?
Hello there, I'm Alistair, yes?
Excellent.
Alistair Grandison.
Excellent.
How do you
Sorry,
do?
creeping in your lab.
Yeah,
Nice to meet
that's
you.
all right.
Alistair's lab may have a vintage feel about it, but in here he's got all the gadgets to mimic on a small scale pretty much anything the food industry can mass produce.
Okay. Right, Alistair, let's crack on and make this ice cream.
We're going to use this, which is a coconut oil or fat.
What properties are you looking for? Are
Yeah.
you looking to replicate that butter?
Absolutely.
Quality.
The fat derived from milk
Yeah.
has particular melting properties. And you have to mimic this in the fat you're using in the ice cream. If you actually taste a bit of that, it melts in your mouth. It won't taste very much at all because it doesn't have much other flavour in there. But
It's got
melts.
that- it's got that
you can see
melting
it. It's oiling off on your
Butter.
skin essentially.
It's a bit tasteless, isn't it?
Yeah, it's completely tasteless.
Right, so how can you possibly turn this tasteless fat into something delicious?
These are the main ingredients.
And this is just specifically for veg fat?
No, this is for any ice
for
cream.
all ice cream?
Yeah.
First in goes the water, which in this case makes up 67% of the ice cream. Next, the milk powder. UK law dictates that any ice cream must contain no less than 2.5% milk proteins.
Sugar in there and the emulsifiers.
Right, it smells quite eggy, doesn't it?
Now it's the turn of the fat. Legally, ice cream must contain a minimum of 5% fat. This can be dairy or, as in this case, vegetable.
So the fat's gone in now.
Yep.
What's going to happen to it then?
Yeah. Well, it will melt. We're also giving it a high shear mix, which has the effect of homogenising it. And you would do the same with a dairy ice cream as well, because you want to break down the fat into small globules, and that helps hold the air in the ice cream when you come to freeze it later on.
So after the mix cools, it goes into an ice cream mixer, which whips a whole load of air into it and freezes it, giving us ice cream.
It's looking really nice. It's smelling really good.
My frozen vegetable fat cone is allowed to be called ice cream, even though it has no cream in it. But do we as consumers understand that some of our ice creams are made with frozen vegetable fat? James and Martin are at the seaside, testing some discerning taste buds.
Nice sunny day at the beach, nice cold snack. Have you got any allergies?
What do you think goes into making vanilla ice cream?
I'd say milk.
Cream?
Cream? Yep.
Cream. And ice.
It's all made with frozen vegetable oil.
Oh, really?
Doesn't actually contain any cream in it whatsoever.
Oh my
What do you think of that?
Are you joking?
I don't really believe you.
So I naturally assume when the word ice cream meant that there was a cream element.
Oh. But I know it's really nice. That's all I know.
I don't think it's bothered you too much, huh?
Back at Reading University, my vegetable fat ice cream is ready for me to get my chops around.
Could I just ask you to hold that for someone? Oh, no, I can't really, can I?
But Alistair's got a surprise for me. He's also made a dairy fat ice cream. So, can I tell the difference?
2 ice creams.
Right, beautiful. That one looks a little bit darker.
It is, yes, I would say it probably is, yeah.
Very nice. But I would say that that one is the dairy. And that
Correct.
one... Is that right?
Correct, yeah, that's dairy.
But they're both very nice, and I have to say I was expecting this to be a lot fattier
Yeah.
than it is. But it's really nice, actually.
Yeah.
Not much in it, you can have that one.
Yeah, thanks.
But there's not that much in it, is there?
No, there certainly isn't.
So, there you go. The only way you can guarantee your ice cream has dairy cream in it is to buy the tubs labelled dairy ice cream. Otherwise, you may well be eating frozen vegetable fat. But one thing's for sure, both have fat.